Metropolitan Gal here. Well, I am continuing with my RuneScape series, but now I am going to take you guys to one of my favorite dungeons. And I am going to take you there via my new tree. I haven't even teleported to my new tree yet. So, let's go now. Now, I planted for the very first time a spirit tree, not knowing that even though there's spots all over the game for spirit trees to be planted, you're actually only able to plant one. That sucks. So my new spirit tree is here in Brimhaven. You had Brimhaven, had Port Sarim, but the one at Port Sarim was like not far from where the lodestone is anyway. This one's the same way. It's not very all that far from the lodestone. But I'll probably dig this one up when I finally get into the Crystal City. Oh, excuse me. And plant it there instead. So. Alright, so we're out here in Brimhaven. And I need to go this way. I have a bad habit of not being zoomed in, and I apologize for that. When I actually play on my own, I actually keep it zoomed totally out. Now, I'm going right over here to where this shortcut looks. And I am going to pay Hajide his 700 or 800. Oh, Sambuk. Sanabak. I'll pay him. Alright. So it's 875 coins to go down into this area here on Karamja. And when you get down here, there's a lot of different things. Let me walk away from this door real quick, and I'll show you what's down here. I like this area down here. There's a lot to do. And here, I'll show you. Okay, so I'm here. There's moss giants. Dogs, fire giants. Now, here are two sets of stairs that brings you up here to where these greater demons and fire giants are. Over here, you have black demons, bronze dragons, red dragons, iron and steel dragons. I came down with an anti-fire shield, but I forgot to bring anti-fire potion, so we are not going to... oh no, I didn't come down with the anti-fire shield, did I? Nope. Okay, so I didn't want to lose any good armor, so I just bought some rune armor. And if you're seeing this game for the very first time, you've not played or you've just started playing, yeah, I know, rune armor can be expensive too. So I'm going to chop down these vines. And we're going to do a little combat today. So let's look at that map again. I am there, which means there's moss giants over here, which I'd have to walk through vines. And then there's fire giants all along here, I believe. So we're just going to go play with some fire giants. The fire giants are kind of cool. They look like they're on fire. Oh, actually, no, they're moss giants. Okay. These guys are kind of cool too. They sort of remind me of those guys off of Maleficent, the tree guys. And when you're a higher level player like myself, they usually aren't going to bother you unless you bother them first. Unless you're in specific areas of the game. And I'm a level 107, so they don't bother me unless I bother them first. So. Now I will show you, if you are new to the game, some tricks to making this fight go a lot faster. Needed to get my adrenaline up a little bit. Now what you can see here is big bones, and I'm going to examine the coal spirit thing. You will receive an additional coal. Okay. I'm going to save space. So we're just going to bury that big bone. Okay, I'll take the coals. I'll take the spirit. I think those stack anyway by the number. Okay, so when you're fighting, you can go to this screen, the melee abilities. And if you have to, you can add them over here. And then when you attack, let's get this guy again. When you attack, you can select other things here, and it makes your combat faster and gives you additional abilities. This is my strength ones. I can hop over here to attack and do different things. You click on it. If you've earned the ability to use it, it's lit up just like these, and your combat goes a lot faster. It just gives you additional abilities. Okay, so I am going to click take. Now if you click just on the stack, you get this menu. If you right click, you can take each one individually. And I know if you're playing, well, I'm getting ready to level up. How about that? And if you've been playing this game forever, I know, shut up, Donna. You know, but for anyone new to the game, why not? Okay, so I'm gonna hop back over here. And now if I were wearing my dragon armor that went along with my sword, this fight wouldn't be a fight. You'd be long gone. So I'm going to take all. Alright, so let's have a look at my map again and see exactly where we got to go. I like the fire giants better. So I am here. Okay, mouse giants. Okay. So I need to get over here. And what over here is a little set of stepping stones. I'm going to run through this corridor. This reminds me of the Labyrinth movie, you know, with all the stone corridors. Okay, so I'm going to step across these stepping stones. Now, when I very first started doing this, I wasn't that high level, and these guys would still attack me. So they no longer do that, but fire giants will attack unprovoked sometimes. So alright, it's been a while since I've been here, so let's see where I am. I am here. Oh, the fire giants are just south of me, or I can go upstairs to the fire giants, which there's a set of stairs right here, and then there's another stair over here, but I'm out of that area, so we'll head south to the stairs instead. Okay, so about face, and we're going to go this way. Oh, there's a fire giant. Hey. Now he's a little higher level, so it is entirely possible that if I didn't attack him first, he was going to attack me. Usually when you get within a certain level, a distance in levels, they will attack first. Now there are a couple of those moves that I just did that are in there, I should say, that if you do, you may wind up with, you know, attacking. See, he started attacking me first. But you may start attacking other creatures around you. Usually anyone that has the multiples on it like that is almost always going to get the thing you're attacking plus something that's close by. Magic has one like that. And Melee has one like that. Tiny bladed steel salvage. I think we'll leave that, and we'll take these. Now, your higher weapons have special moves, and they are activated down here. Toggle special attack, but you got to have a certain amount of adrenaline for that special attack. And if you use it before your adrenaline has built up, you don't get nearly the effect it would have had if you had waited. These guys are pretty good. The graphics on them are horrible, but they're pretty good. They big bones, charms are a big thing. The charms are hard to come by. You can't just go buy these charms. And they are required for different things. So whenever you're fighting monsters, you earn these charms. And these charms are for summoning and a few other things that you do. So sometimes it's just your summoning, sometimes it's recipes and things that you're putting together for different quests, things like that. So whenever you have the ability to get charms, and whenever you do get charms, you want to go ahead and pick them up, because they are essential to some of the different things happening around RuneScape that you may be doing. And again, like I said, especially if I'm going to leave Ragnar there, especially if you're doing summoning, because that's a big one, and it requires a lot of different ones for summoning. I wish they were ones that you could buy from the Grand Exchange, but they're not. I think only ones that you can actually buy, I believe, are the gold ones. I believe those are the only ones you can buy, and then the rest of them you have to earn. Let's see, just out of curiosity while I'm fighting here. Now, if you don't want to fight anything else when you're picking up your loot, just make sure you pick it up, where it's not in your way. Okay, I'll fight back. I've got my auto retaliate off. Now it's on. Now with the auto retaliate, if you are new to this, I will automatically fight back if I'm attacked. Okay, what did you give me? That's the big bones. The big bones are good because I'm trying to work on my I get all of my skills up, but that'll help with my prayer. I'm just about leveled up with my prayer, so. Now I brought one of the best foods in my my bank out with me, and why not? My bank is loaded with fish. I've been working on my fishing. These guys I usually get as rewards from one thing or another, from caskets. Sabotages when I'm using my keys in the evenings. So I love the assault hammer here. Now this is one of those ones, if anybody's standing around you, you may instigate a second fight while you're working on the first fight. Let's see. Loot all. Let's see. Yeah, I'm already full, so. Now, if you come across stuff like arrows, you can always wield them and throw them on. These guys drop a lot of random stuff. And it's that random stuff that you just kind of, you leave it or take it, you know. For me, it's always anything I can skill with. Well, more like bones. Arrows, as long as they're the same types of arrows, I'll put them in my quiver. Coins, I always take. More rune arrows, yep. So bones, coins, the charms. Usually I don't pick up runes. I don't know why I haven't picked that rune up. But I've got so many runes in my bank, I'm not quite sure why I even bother picking it up. Let's see here. And I just realized I don't have my sound on. So I will turn my sound on. I am one of those game players that actually don't care for the sounds, but I will put it on for you. I believe it's on mute right now. That's how much I don't like sounds in the game. So let's see. Actually, I believe I have all my sound turned off in my game. It's unusual for me. Usually I don't. Usually I at least go in and turn things on, so I apologize for this. This would just be a lot of grunting right now. So I'll run over here real fast where the hill giants are. They won't bother me. And I'll kick on that sound. Okay. Alright, I'll stay there for a minute. These guys won't bother me at all. I'll turn these sounds back on. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I just realized I had no sounds going. For me, that's okay, but, you know. Oh, someone's already getting me. Yeah, booger rat. These guys just make really weird noises because they're made of fire. These two here are some of my favorites right here. Well, these guys never last long enough to get up that high. It reminds me a lot of the Pirates of the Caribbean music. That one ability I was just looking at is the kick one. Quite honestly, I believe with the bigger guys like these guys here, that even if you were to kick them, I think they deflect the kick. I know the moss giants do, and I'm pretty sure these guys are supposed to be bigger than moss giants, or about the same size. So to give them a little sweet chin music just wouldn't work. Now the good thing with these guys, you never will have more than one of them attacking you at a time unless you attack first. Which means with certain abilities when you're fighting, um, and things like that. So like I think if I haul off and try to kick this guy, it won't do much. Oh, I guess it did. Okay. Yeah, the creature is too large to knock back, but it did do some damage. Okay, somebody else is getting me from over here. There you are. Now you will come down here at times to find other people here. For me, I have a rule of thumb that if I get to a skilling place like this or any other skills, if there are other people there, I usually try to keep my distance. I mean, there's plenty of these guys down here to go around, but, you know, I don't want to take anything from anybody else. Who's fighting me? Down here, the auto retaliate's nice because, you know, you don't know where your attack's coming from. So, now for any of you who really would like to know, I typically will take a hike when I get down to 2 or 3 fish, just in case. And now you're probably wondering why. Well, you know, if the system lags or anything like that, it could leave you completely vulnerable. So if you take a hike from wherever you're at when you're not totally out of food, it does better for you. And what I'll do is, because there are no banks on Karamja, at least down this far, these are ruined arrows, I'll take everything, is I'll pop to, I'll go ahead and pop over to Karamja or, it really doesn't matter where I go to that has a bank. and I'll get some food or what have you. I think when I leave here, we'll go to the Moss Giants over in Ardougne. They're over by the fishing guild, in fact. And actually, I just realized this has been a half an hour of doing this. So, how about that? I'll take whatever he gave me, and then I'll just go ahead and get out of here. I didn't realize how I've been on here that long. Wow. So we'll go ahead and teleport to Miscellanea. Now the reason I went ahead and just teleported someplace is because you can't do a normal teleport when you're in combat. If you didn't know that, there's that tidbit of info. So I'm going to now teleport to Ardougne, where I have my own personal bank at my farm. So I've got a bank vault right over here, bank chest. And, you know what? I got more food left than I thought I had. Okay. Hey! Level up. Okay, so Moss Giants are right over here. So where are we at? Fishing Guild. So there's Moss Giants right over here. So we're going to go, what, northwest. Alright, so north and west. Over here is Moss Giants. There's warrior women. I think what they actually call them in this game. And we'll go give them a little hay. Hay! For a little bit. Well, there's the warrior women. That's the fishing guild. It's interesting seeing things from this level. I never do this. I'm always up and zoomed out. But the Moss Giants are right over here, unless they've moved them. The warrior women aren't, they're kind of lower level. So are these Moss Giants, honestly. Why not? These are guys that when I first really got into playing this game, that I would not even pass by here, because if you're a lower level player, they will attack. You can't walk past these guys without getting attacked if you're lower level. But when you're a higher level player, you can walk past her all you want. You can walk in and stand in here all you want. You can even cook at the fire if you want to and not be bothered. And you know what? I think I'm going to take you to one other place before we sign off of this video. We're actually going to go back to Karamja and Karamja, I guess it is. And there's actually a little island over here that I like to go to. It has these guys too. So I'll get my bearings about me here for a second, and we're going to run along the coastline over here. I don't have any anti-poison with me, and there's some natives over here that love to stick you with poison tips. Ah, here we go. There's this little island right over here. It's got, what, 5 or 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 looks like moss giants. And you just grab a hold of this swinging rope, and you swing across. This island's kind of cool. It actually has food on the one side. Not, well, honestly, it really isn't that much in the way of food, but over here I believe is a sandwich. Or a piece of pie. Or something. Oh, a piece of cake here. And it respawns after a little while. I'm not sure if this is another piece of cake or this is something else. Oh, that one's another piece of cake. So. I've never tried that before. Okay. So I like to fight these guys too. These guys are same level as the ones in Ardougne. Alright, I'll take everything there. The only trouble with being over here with these moss giants is there's so many of them that you do have to reorient yourself a lot. Okay. Oops, didn't mean to grab that Jägerberry seed. And quite honestly, these guys cannot touch me hardly. I mean, unless I were to seriously lag, they really can't do much damage to me. These guys are also good to train your magic on, especially if you're a lower level mage. You can actually train your magic on them from the shoreline instead of jumping across. I think you can also range them from there. So the only catch with both of those is if it moves, further in from where from where you started getting it. You may get the message though, you can't reach that. So. Alright. So to show you what I've been doing on RuneScape lately, I've been trying to get my skills up. Now as you can see, I've got farming, I've got wood cutting, and fire making all at 99. Now 99 is not the maximum, 99 is the desired level that everybody wants to get to. I have been working on my fishing and cooking, wherever my cooking is. And the reason I say fishing and cooking together is they do go hand in hand. I can do all the fishing and then go cook all the fish that I've caught. I actually go to the fishing platform to do that. So when I did the wood cutting, I did my fire making at the same time, because you cut the wood, you burn the wood. And then there really aren't a whole lot of skills that go together. I guess fletching and ranging, you can fletch stuff and use it to range. It's not as easy as the others, but herb lore. Herb lore basically is one thing that has a lot of different parts to it. Your strength, constitution, and attack, they really do go hand in hand as well. I guess mining and smithing also go hand in hand, because after you mine whatever you're mining, you can go make whatever you want to make. Um, and then with the construction, it kind of goes with your crafting and your wood cutting, depending on what you're doing. So, all right, guys. Well, that's all I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed my video. I guess, this is again one of my favorite places on RuneScape. It's kind of pretty. And in fact, I'm going to make this my thumbnail. And I'll catch y'all later.